These are some of Mauritius's most vulnerable children who seem to have been neglected by the system for quite some time now. This has been the contention of the NGOs who have been providing special needs education. For organizations like the Special Education Needs Society, the financial contribution by the government is just too low, and they have demanded parity with mainstream children.
We were getting a monthly per capita grant which was around 1,400 rupees last year, and following the ministry's promise to double that amount, we expected to get at least 2,800 per capita. In fact, we requested much more. We requested parity with the mainstream, but in reality so far this year they've been giving us just under 2,000 rupees.
The NGOs have raised questions about the rightful disbursement of the 67 million rupees budget set aside for special education schools. Their expenses are much higher compared to mainstream schools, and the deficits are now reaching boiling point.
If we consider the mainstream, where you have more or less 1 to 40, one teacher to 40 pupils, we have 2 teachers for 16 pupils. And that ratio is improved to 1 to 4 when we have the IEP lesson. It costs us 6,250 rupees per capita per month. And government is only giving us less than 2,000 rupees. Towards the end of this year, we've calculated we're going to have a deficit of over 675,000 rupees.
For associations like APEIM, the matter is not so much about funding as it is about the government taking over the responsibility of these children.
We think that today in Mauritius it's time for the government to take over the education of children with special needs, and that association like ours, or NGO as you want to call it, should be phasing out. The Ministry of Education should and could take over the education of the children with disabilities, may it be in special schools or in inclusive education. We express our intention to work together for this transition period with our different realities and constraints, to find the best way to have a smooth handover for the children, of course, first, but also for the family.
The Ministry of Education and Human Resources made this statement in response.
In regard to these issues, the ministry is still working on that. So actually I won't be in a position to give any particular answer to that kind of question, but I can reassure you that the ministry is still working on this dossier, and very soon we shall be coming out with some type of relevant decisions to take up the matter seriously, let's say, in due course.
The NGOs have already sent petitions to the ministry and have urged that they can no longer wait to see these children get their due.